Yes, YouTube, we're back. I'm Connor, owner of Bizarre Clothing. We sell all things vintage clothing, online, live selling, all of that. We've been gone a minute. We've been gone. Yeah, I don't even know where to start on this one now. So we're going to do, this video is basically just going to be an update of what the hell has been going on, why I've not uploaded in about 4 years. Yeah, I'll just give you an update of where we are in business, life, and all things like that. So basically, there's a few things. The last video, I think we were speaking about, my hat's feeling well wonky due to this mic. Bear with me. New unit update, bear with. Let me put you on this quickly. We'll do a quick update on what's been going on. So basically, the last video, we were doing the challenge of moving all of that stock. It's gone. All of it's gone. We're up. We were close to almost doubling our initial cost of goods. So in the space of 15 days, we doubled up. There and thereabouts. There was a little deal in between all that, which I've not filmed. The camera got put away and we went full grind mode. So there was a little deal of stance in there as well. Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember how many units total, but basically the deal of stance was 4.6k with VAT included, so high threes before VAT. And we shifted that whole lot. There's actually a bag just here. That's to go out in the morning. That's getting collected. So yeah, it was like I think it was 4.4, 4.6, the whole deal. That's with that, everything included. We sold all of them for, let me get this right. In the first weekend of getting that delivery, I sold a big order of 11k. So we're miles up there. And then I think the rest, we did some on Whatnot. If you're watching and you got that massive bundle for £4, go have a word with yourself. Enjoy the free money on that. And then the rest we did a few on Whatnot. So there was a couple of K on Whatnot, a couple of K shows, sorry, did 2 or 3 of them, couple more wholesale. We probably made about 10 grand profit on them socks, maybe a little bit more, 10 to 12k I reckon. That was in space of like a week. So the socks are always good. And yeah, all the stock is gone. We've had a few bits coming in and out. We've had some motorbike jackets come in and some military clothing. Motorbike jackets have gone on stream. The military went wholesale. I ended up getting that for £1.50 a kilo. So it's one of them deals where you got to take it. But on to bigger things. The unit. There's two main points I'll bring up in this video. The reason why I've not been filming, I had a week off. I felt like I was either getting a bit of burnout or, I don't know, I could feel myself just getting a bit stressed, a bit overwhelmed. So I had to just pull myself away from it for a little while. But we'll get on to that anyway. And then on the other side, we've been having a bit of time getting the unit done. So I'm going to flip the camera. I'm going to show you what's been added and where we are with how the unit's looking more like a showroom, or there's a bit of personality in there rather looking like a Magnolia drug den full of clothes. So we're going to flip it around. I'm going to talk you through what's going on. So my new streaming corner, whereas before you could just see all around me, it looked a bit bland, a bit boring. And as a consumer on the other side of the camera, I wasn't happy with it. But we've not had time to do it. Not had time. It's been non-stop since I took this unit on. It's been just over a year now, and we're still in a Magnolia bando. So we've kicked on. We've had the father-in-law come round. He's been grafting. I've been paying him in Kinder Buenos, and yeah, we've been loving life. So I'm going to flip you around. Let's have a look at this. Are you ready? The grand reveal in. No, we'll just do it. This is my streaming backdrop, as a lot of you may already have seen on the streams. So basically, we've got, it's like some, it's pallet wood, right? But it's all uneven. So like, as you can see, like it's all just a very cool effect. We've had some people sign it that have been through. So this is my dart setup. I don't know if we've been throwing like plenty of darts. We've had one 180 actually, but anyway, neon sign that changes colour depending on my mood. There's some other bits coming here. Fire extinguisher, that is not part of the vintage look that I was going for, but it stays there, health and safety. You never know if the stream gets too hot. We've got a cool little skateboard, flipping the bird. Then we move on to a bit of a like a display. So these are all Carhartt. We've got some Realtree, we've got some hanging. These are like 1950s hooks. We've got a little number plate there. We've got some cool bits, some Oasis Funko Pops, a little like a stand that's got like pictures of me and my family on there, and some gangster Umbro boots. Then we move on to a little mirror and a little seating area, just in case anyone wants to park up a little seat there. And then we move to this corner actually, and this. So that's going to have a big telly on there. That's going to be like a games corner. We've got loads of retro games consoles coming. And then we're going to get like a nice seating area, rug. That's going to be cool anyway. We have got some we've got a little skateboard shelf. We've got jelly cats. We've got some, I don't drink personally, but we've got some cool little things. These are for sale. I just like it how I can hook them on there. And then we move on to this gangster piece actually. Look at that. Thoughts on that? So we actually have like a front end, lovely fade, obviously got the number plate on there. I'm gonna get, basically on order, I've got some like vintage, like, do you know, like breakfast bar seats? They're gonna come in there. Artwork, we've got a skeleton rat, because if you know anything about VW, when you have like a V-dub and it's got like a rusted effect, but it's like super quick underneath, it's called a rat look. So this little freaky little bastard is going to get like glued on here somewhere. We've got some cool Betty Boops kicking around. And then, yeah, just a few bits. Just a few little bits. Little United shirt. We'll speak about that shortly. Socks going out. We saw this room last time. This has just turned into storing my rails. But what I might be getting done soon, need to discuss. This might be like a listing room, because we might be moving on to something like that. And then, yeah, we've had a big tidy up of the actual like main office. We need to get some bits sorted out. But we're cooking, man. Moved my desk. And we've got some like stands that make it easy to pack and stuff like that. But yeah, that's an update of where we are currently. Currently actually railing some stock. We've got the shows later today. We've got Carhartt hoodies and like zip ups, a North Face fleece, and then on the floor we are just about to hang up loads of Carhartt kids wear, which is just adorable, unreal pieces. I've got a lot of these. Got maybe like 400 or 500 pieces more of these. We've got all dungarees, loads of active jackets. But yeah, these do super well. And I've been working really hard on getting them in. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. But let's have got a few messages in there. Let's have a look at this then. So we've got a few little WhatsApps. Let me just read these WhatsApps, and then we'll basically get on to like what's been going on. Let's have a look. So basically, what we're talking about. Let's talk about my week off. So basically, I just felt myself getting a bit overwhelmed, a bit stressed, a bit, I don't know, tired or bored. I don't know. I don't really know where. I felt a bit stuck, to be totally honest with you. That's probably my stance on it. I felt a bit like something needed to change. My head was like foggy. I couldn't see what was next. I was panicking about what's next. I was like just in a bit of limbo. So I thought I needed to remove myself from all things reselling, live selling, and just take a week of just chilling. Just chilling. So I did that, had a bit of a reset, had a bit of a think about what is next for the business. But yeah, just a bit of a think, really. I mean, I don't know what any of you lot are like in terms of reselling and business and stuff, but this is the first time I've sort of gone, oh dear, what next? Or am I a bit bored of what I do? Or have I reached the limit of what I can physically do on my own? That sort of vibe, if you get me, if you catch my drift. So yeah, I've had to have a bit of a break and just reevaluate where we are and what's the journey looks like moving forward. I think we're there. I think I just needed a bit of a break. We had a bit of a reset. I went to some sensory classes with the little man, spent some just time at home. I felt like that was getting a little bit neglected as well. And just sort of sat and thought, you know what, like, maybe I just need to take a break every now and again, because I think what really did me as well, spending all of that money in one go, when all that stock was in my unit, my only thing in my head was, shit, I need to sell it as quickly as possible to get that money back, if that makes sense. So I think that had a bit of a toll. It took its toll on me a little bit. But I feel better. We're refreshed. I feel like I can see what's next. We've had some very positive news in terms of the next container landing. I've had some good business meetings with some more suppliers, like in-person meetings, which were very refreshing and I think they're going to be good moving forward in terms of business and a relationship there. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of new categories coming to Whatnot. I've been able to obtain a little bit of a different kind of stock that I don't think anyone's really sold on there before as well. So stay tuned for that. But one of my meetings I actually went to, I got showed around the facility, had a very in-depth chat with what I wanted, what I needed, like how quickly, what money I had to spend and stuff. And it was very, very back and forth rather than the usual. We've had meetings before and it's been absolutely shocking. And then they gifted me something which was very, very nice. And yeah, they didn't have to, but they did. But I actually got gifted this on the back of a meeting, which is the United shirt, right? My size, immaculate condition. So this is going in the collection and I'll be wearing it for five-a-side. If any of you lot are watching, have any old Man U shirts that you want to sell me, drop me a message. But they gifted me that, right? So that's over £100 shirt, which was unbelievable. So yeah, a lot of positive things to come. A lot of structure potentially added to my head. Definitely just need to start taking a little bit of a breather every now and again. But yeah, if there's any advice of like anyone that's been in a similar position that like has done anything to help what I'm saying, I can't really explain it. It's so hard to explain. And I think doing this job, reselling in general, I think is very lonely. But I think doing this and the volume I'm doing and stuff like that, I do spend a lot of time on my own. And as much as I like that, I think that's a bit of a problem as well. But I don't know. I just felt a bit stuck. I love what I do. It saved me from working a 9 to 5. It's given me financial freedom to an extent. Nappies cost a lot. And it's just given me a bit of freedom to do what I want. If I don't want to go to work, I don't go to work. But then you stress about not getting paid or sick. But fuck! We've got 2 new heaters as well. Random one. So it's not fucking Baltic in this unit anymore. But yeah, we've got a few more things going on in the unit. Those 2 walls over the other side of the room. I've got 2 Rally Burners original. They're being strapped to the wall as well. So that's going to be cool. Need to get some shirts framed. Need to make this like area like a little nice cozy corner. But yeah, so just for example, I'll give you a little lowdown of probably what's to come. We're going to be getting football boots in, like vintage ones, and I've seen some of the ones that I will be getting amongst it. If you like your old school Preds, and I'm not talking about Prince Andrew, they're in there. Loads of like World Cups, loads of Nike Tiempos, stuff like that. We're going to be getting Birkenstocks as well. I'm going to get them in ready for the summer. They're going to be in there. What else we got? Loads of accessories coming as well. Managed to get myself loads of ties, all designer as well, and they're a very... They'll be a slow burner, but for the price I'm paying for them, to slowly keep them ticking in, by all means do that. Yeah, football boots. We've got Solomon trainers coming in. I might be able to get more trainers. We're working on that one at the moment. Like Japanese denim, very hot on the market right now. The kids' Carhartt is slowly ticking in. Doc Martens coming in again. My Carhartt jackets, you already know. What else we got coming in? Let's have a think. We've got a lot of stock coming in. We're going to keep rolling it. And then I think we're at a point now where when the unit is done, I'm going to start dropping like in-person weekends where people can come and visit and buy. But when the unit's done. So when we've got the games thing over there, we've got cool stuff to look at. We've got darts going off. I want it to be an environment where people come to the unit, and the secondary thing that is there to do is to buy stuff. I don't want the people to come and buy. I want it to be a nice area. I want to chat shit, play some darts. Might get a pool table, who knows. But yeah, basically that's just a little update. I don't really know what else to update you guys on. Apart from obviously the last video, we were just moving all that stock. That was an absolute mission, but we did it. And I think that's why I had to take a bit of a week off, because I think it was very overwhelming and a position to be in. And yeah, it was a bit crazy, but we've done it. We smashed it. I can't remember the breakdown actually. It was like a few thousand items anyway. Then added the socks on as well. So yeah, it was a bit crazy, but yeah. I thought I'd just do a quick video, an update of what's been going on, and probably just a chat, absolute waffling, all of you click off it. But I thought I'd pop back on, show that I'm still alive and well. Bit of an update to what happened, what went on, and what we're looking at moving forward. So yeah. So we're going to try and get these more regularly, especially when the stock comes in. We've got a stock delivery coming in. I don't know what date it is today. Maybe next week, I think. I think it's Sunday today. Next week, we've got 2 deliveries. So I'll just do videos on delivery days, what we've got coming in, what we sell things for, stuff like that. So we'll just keep up to date. Try and get someone to come and film me play 5-a-side as well, because I've been shelling it recently. But yeah, so drop a follow. Obviously bang the notifications on, and drop a comment of like, I don't know, just a positivity quote or something like that. You know what I mean? Let's keep the people positive, and like a quote of the day or something like that. My quote of the day for you lot is, at the end of the day, it's night. Someone get that tattooed. Anyway, I'm going to dip. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.